Guys, Scourge Demon here again, and I'm going to be showing you another hammer tutorial. So opening up hammer, we're going to get started and actually make something today, not just talk about what things do. I also noticed that I accidentally hid the mouse cursor in that last video, which is kind of embarrassing. So just try to bear with me. I'll probably do some editing on that. That will try to hide that. So to get started, we're going to want to go to our block tool. And I didn't mean to do that. So block tool, go there, and you could draw anything you want. Try to keep it in the center of things so you don't get all sloppy. So the center is where these blue lines cross. And we're going to be doing this in the top-down grid right now. And if you want to make it, we probably want to line that up. If you want to make it thicker, you can use this. You can see it's making it thick. And we're just gonna, make a quick little deal here. Alright, and I'm actually going to use a different texture, so I'm gonna get into how you mess with texture. So you go over to this button right here that says Browse for textures on the right side, and you're gonna notice that there's a crap ton of textures here. So we're going to have to use the filter, and the filter is down here. You can also use keywords, but filtering is, if you already know what you want, then that's good to go. So I'm going to type in grass and use grass texture. And then when you're done and you're satisfied with your block, just press enter. And your block will be there. So right now you have ground. But the problem is you cannot play because you don't have a character there. So you're going to go to your entity tool, and you're going to go make sure I think by default it's on info_player_terrorist, and you're just going to click where you want him. If you go over there, you can see there's a terrorist. Since we're mapping for CSS, he will be a terrorist, but that's okay. You can also put CTs down if you want to. And this is basically how big your character will be compared to the rest of the world. So pretty big, nice world. So now you can play in your world, although there's not much to do. Excuse me. So we're going to make some stuff to do. Well, not really to do, but to look at. So you're going to get your regular tool here. And you're going to trace your other blocks here, except you're going to want to make your grid size smaller for this. Make sure it's lined up right. Okay, and make it pretty big. That should do nicely. And I'm going to change the texture to a dev texture. So filter and go to dev. Dev textures are nice because they have a low, they don't take as long to render, which is really good. Okay, so I'm also going to get into no draw textures, which are basically textures that you use for parts of the map that people don't see, so it just skips rendering that part, and it saves you a lot of memory and wasted time. So we have this gigantic block here, and you're going to be wondering, well, how am I supposed to play around if there's a gigantic block on top of it? So we're going to go to your tools and make hollow, and you're going to want to make it 2. 2 is the thinnest it gets. We don't need anything thicker than that. Now we have another problem. You're a little bit into the floor, and if you're a little bit into the floor, your character won't spawn. So rather annoying, I know. So over here we're going to go to select. We're going to do objects and click the floor and press delete. Now we should have grass around us, and there's actually a little gap here that we're probably going to need to fix. So go back to groups, select this. Drag it so it lines up really nice. Now you're inside of a nice looking, not so nice looking actually, room. with a grass floor for some reason, and you could change the textures to whatever you want pretty much, except transparent ones because those aren't going to look right. Okay, so I'm going to change the ceiling texture real quick. So we're going to go into our texture application tool, and we're going to hit browse. We're going to find a nice texture that we want. First I'm going to look up wall. First will come up brick walls, painted walls, all that stuff. So I'm just going to do, I'm going to look up something nice like wallpaper. Then pick something really ugly. And then make it the texture for all the walls. And you could just right click all the walls to do that. I haven't shown you how to do this yet, have I? Press Z to go into your editing mode. I'm sorry, I forgot that. Probably gonna have to put that at the beginning. Or not your editing mode, what am I talking about? If you want to fly around, click this window and press Z. And then you can use your texture application tool by right clicking while going around and doing this stuff. Pretty helpful. Okay. So then we're going to want to browse for different texture. Oh man, that's embarrassing that I forgot that. We're going to look up ceiling. We're going to use one that matches fairly well. I don't like that. We'll just do ceiling tiles, that'll be fine. I'm probably going to change the floor real quick too, just because I'm picky, I know. So we'll get like, let's do a tile floor. Just search tile, there's our tile floor. Alrighty, it's looking good. I think we're starting to run out of time though, so I'm going to try to speed things up here. So now we could play in this, it should work ideally. And there's still not much to look at though. We also don't have a skybox and we don't have lighting, so we're going to get back to this map in the next episode. But for now, I'm going to show you how to render it. So you're going to go to File, you're going to go to Export. Actually, hold on. I don't want to do that actually. Go to Run Map, and it should be in your map source folder, but I'm probably going to play this on Gary's mod. So I'm going to save it in Steam Maps, your username, and then go to Gary's mod, Maps. And okay, here's the weird thing about BMF files, or actually just maps in general. It won't accept the map if you try to put any spaces or if you try to put any capital letters. You have to use underscores and lowercase letters. So I'm probably just going to name this YouTube underscore test underscore 01. And another thing is, if you're making a map and let's say you're using it on your server or something and you want to play the latest version of that map, it won't, the auto downloader things and the games won't actually let you play the map if it has the same name as it did before. It'll think you already have it, and then you'll get some weird errors. So every time you update your map, you're going to have to change the numeral on the end, which is why I recommend putting a numeral. So if I updated it, I would put 02, and that will save you in the long run. So then you're going to go to save, and you should get this. And you're just going to want to keep everything normal, and you're going to have this unchecked. It's don't run the game after compiling. You want it unchecked, so yeah, it'll run the game after compiling. I'm going to do it for now though, so I don't have to waste, or it won't open the map while I'm still recording from this because it'll mess it up. Okay, so I will get back to you guys after I'm done compiling. Just press OK and just let it do its thing until it says done and opens up your game and takes you straight to the map. Alright, so as you can see, when we go into our map, it looks like it does in that render window. Still extremely boring. not much to do in here. I guess you could use it as some kind of, I don't know, like spawn a bunch of NPCs and run them over with a car. Might as well try it. So, citizen, some more citizens.
Hello, Dr. Freeman.
I don't care, shut up. Okay, so, then we get our car. Also, one thing you might have noticed about this map is there's no lighting.
Sorry?
And that's why their shadows are really crappy looking, but there's no lighting in here, and if we don't have like a sun and environmental lighting, everything looks this really gross, unrealistic, really gross, unrealistic looking color. Alright, that didn't work. Alright. This works too. Anyway, that's basically how you make a map. It's actually extremely easy. Also, if you see the outside of the map, you can really see the grass here, because that's like the edge of the map. And if you go outside the boundaries of the map, it's just black. So, next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make probably lighting, because lighting is important. You can also mess around with blocks, add stuff here. Not too hard. Alright, so see you guys later. Still working on that catchphrase. Peace.